All right, so number 29 separates the men from the boys. If you can't take the heat, stay out the living room. My living room's hot because the sun comes in on that side of the house. Anyways, number 29 is going to be a challenge. So I'm going to break it up into parts. So I'm going to talk a little bit, have you guys work a little bit, explain what I did, have you guys work a little bit more, see if you guys can come to a solution. So this is going to be in a number of parts. This is going to be the first part. The first part for number 29 is to really just draw the diagram. Let me draw the diagram for you and label it, and then I'm going to ask you guys a question, and you guys can go to work a little bit and then take a little break, see how far you guys got, and then we'll keep going until we solve the problem. So the first thing we want to do is we want to draw the diagram. So it's a cone. My pretty cone here. We got a sphere that is inside. It's almost like dropped into this cone where the top is tangent to the bottom of this cone. So I'm gonna label this a little bit for you. So I know the good news is I know that this radius right here is 1. Now, one of the tendencies that people would tend to do is say that if I could draw this radius again, see, if the problem is if I draw this radius parallel to the base of this cone, if you see here, there's actually a little bit of a space here. So if I draw it there, it doesn't actually meet the cone. So what I want to do is I'm going to draw a radius so that it meets the cone. Again, label it 1. So let me label this. Let me label the rest of this for us. So I know that this is radius r. I know that this is the height of our cone. I'm going to draw the rest of this. So if this is the height of our cone, I know that this is 1. I know that this part right here is going to be h minus 1. Now the tricky part here, the tricky part here is that I gotta label this part right here. And the reason is because I'm going to use similar triangles at some point. I'm just going to label this L. All right, so here's my first question. We need 3 equations, and I'm going to give you a little hint on how to write our 3 equations. The first equation is going to be volume of the cone. A second equation I need you to write is just focusing on this triangle. What equation can you write focusing on this triangle? And then lastly, we need to write an equation relating this triangle to this right triangle right here. What do I know about these 2 right triangles? And then how can I write an equation? So you're going to have 3 equations. So try and write those 3 equations, and I'll be right back.